Good evening, everyone. Today, I, Siddharth Mishra, along with Abhishek Singh, is going to speak on hazard caused by paper industries and an engineering solution to it. First of all, we will talk about importance of paper. A paper is an essential product in our daily life. Not only it is renewable, clean, but incredibly versatile. It is regularly provide new possibilities. It is majorly used in our daily life, like packaging stuff, writing, and many other activities. Now, going ahead, let us start how these industries and this mass infrastructure of paper industries got created. In Europe, paper makers discovered a method for paper making in 19th century. Several machines and processes were developed for grinding or chemically breaking down the wood to produce paper. As wood was abundant and accessible, its use instead of rag made paper production much cheaper. That was the beginning of mass production of paper, and that was the beginning of paper industries. Now, how paper is made? The process of formation of paper is mainly divided into 6 categories. The first step is pulping, followed by washing, evaporation, combustion, clarification, and causticizing. In the first step, the lignin is removed a cooking chemical solution called white liquor. By a cooking chemical solution called white liquor, the pulp from the digester undergoes a washing process to separate the fiber from the chemical input and waste. The pulp fiber passes through several steps, like dilution, refining, and chemical addition, for the production of paper. While remaining in the black liquor, it is subjected to recovery process of the inputs. In the recovery process of the white liquor, the solution undergoes evaporation, combustion to increase the solid content. In combustion, the black liquor is burned to produce a mix of dissolved salts, mainly sulfide, carbonate, and sulfates, known as melt, whose wash generate green liquor. Green liquor passes through 2 steps, clarification and causticizing. To regenerate the white liquor with the production of lime mud, the lime mud is usually calcinized for the regeneration of CO, representing 90% of the needed lime for the causticizing step. The use of recovered lime coming from the lime kiln is dissolved in water in series of reactors and in the insoluble material. After the production of paper, we will talk about the major countries, major exporter of paper, major production, the countries who majorly produce paper in the world. There are mainly 3 countries that are major producers of paper, which are China, United States, and Japan. Now, going ahead, what are the factors responsible for the growth? There are many factors. Some of them, like world demand for paper and paperboard, is forecast to grow by 2.1% annually in a long term, reaching an estimate of 490 million tons by the year 2020. The raw material availability, paper is easy to get. The raw material for production of paper is very cheap, abundantly accessible, so it vastly put our effect on the production of paper. Water is, in production of paper, water plays a very important role, and it is also abundantly accessible. The third thing that produces an important factor for production of paper is power. These industries are dependent on power, hence located near hydropower resources. Now, some of the major exporters of raw material for paper industries, where USA is at the first place, Germany is at the second, and Canada is at the third. Now, what are the hazards caused by paper industries? There are many kind of environmental hazards caused by paper industries, but mainly we will talk about the waste that we get from the paper industries. Paper industries consume a huge amount of resources like wood and water every year and create a large amount of solid waste. The wastewater that have to be treated. Different form of waste are produced, such as particle, solid, gas, water during the production. And many of the chemicals are used, so these wastes are chemically treated and could be poisonous for the surrounding. The developed waste are usually not treated properly, and wastewater is mostly allowed to mix with the water resources like river, which will pollute the aquatic life and give a harsh effect on our environment. Now, how to solve this problem? So, there are some identification of some suitable methodologies to create these waste in an environmentally friendly way. To extract the energy from these waste is the need of the day, because the demand of energy is always increasing and the ways are not. Now, incineration, gasification, pyrolysis, waste compaction, and biodiesel production methodologies converting paper mill waste into energy are one way, and it is found that anaerobic digestion is commonly used for wastewater, whereas incineration for the solid waste. The possibility for producing biofuels from these waste was also found as feasible. Incineration. What is incineration? The heat of treatment of MSW in an incinerator can be generate heat, fuel, or gas. At present, the thermal conversion technology of MSW is mainly realized through the 3 ways: incineration, pyrolysis, and gasification, including converting thermal energy into electrical energy. Incineration is currently the most widely used thermal conservation technology, which achieves energy conservation by controlling the combustion of MSW at a high temperature. Now, the second option we have can be waste compaction. Waste compaction is another way to minimize the amount of waste, mainly the solid waste, we get from the paper industries. As we know that most of the waste we receive from the paper industries is somehow related to wood or wood dust, wood crust, etc. We can convert this waste into smaller planks-like structures, which we can further use in furniture materials like making doors, cupboards, or it can also be used as fuel for incinerator if it is not of any further use. So these are my engineering solutions for environmental hazard caused by paper industry. Thank you.